Hello again, boys and girls. We are back for yet another week on the S10. The hope is this time that with the help of the governor I got laying up here from Krieger, that we can swap that into this thing, hopefully make it actually drive correctly, and then we've got a few other little things we're going to touch up on, like if the weather gets warm enough the next couple days, I'd like to do something about the hood, because this is fading a lot and badly, because it is not paint, and it needs to be paint. And I'd like to do something with that heater box and see if we can get that mounted in here and actually get heat into this thing. Because I have a plan, and it's just a matter of getting to it. And every time I talk about it, we don't get to it because we keep dealing with transmission things. Hopefully, this is the last video for transmission things. Also, I know everyone says these look really good on here, and I agree with them, but these look good on here. Sorry, I keep messing with the screen, it's bugging me. Ultimately, these aren't staying on here, because ultimately, I don't know, this probably isn't a forever truck, I'll put it that way. I picked these up, though, got them for a super good deal, and by a super good deal, I mean they didn't cost me anything. Debating on trying to grab some tires for them and throw these on, see how they look. So we're gonna cross that bridge when I do some looking, see what tires are gonna cost for these bad boys. I believe they're 14s. Yeah, they're 14s. These got two 1570 14s on them right now, and like that'd be okay on the front. That'd be great on the front. The rear probably stand to be a bit wider, maybe a bit taller. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna cross that bridge here in a little bit. We might test fit two of them on, just see how they look on one side, and then start looking in the tires from there, because I have a bunch of tires I need to order, and I'm about to just make my Affirm account very sad and order a bunch of tires. So, and these may be on there, because these I do want to put back on here. So, yeah. And I don't want to get rid of these, because I like these. These are my spares for the Nova. I want to clean them up and see what they look like actually cleaned up on the Nova. Even though everyone loves the ones that are on it. So, we'll see. But yeah, okay, back. Step 1, stop rambling. Step 2, jack up your ride and get underneath of it. Again, for the 80th time. No Seth today either, so just me. We're gonna see what we can get done with me filming by myself. And a, seemingly now a healthy little one who couldn't go back to school today because she has not been the healthy for the last 3. So, yeah. It's just the two of us today. Anyway, back to work. Not gonna lie, that got messy real quick, but it's done. I didn't have to drop the exhaust like I thought I was going to a second time. I didn't have to do any of the stuff I thought I was going to do a second time. I literally had just enough room I could pop the cover off. The governor slid out over the exhaust. I dumped trans fluid all over the floor for the like 80th time. But it's swapped, so I guess now the next question is to try and drive it and see if it shifts. So, and figure out if I need to put more transmission fluid in it. I may need to put more transmission fluid in it. Alright, bring you back in a second, guys. Alright, we have a small child in the truck. Oh. Now, to see if this thing does the thing it's supposed to do. You ready? She's never got to ride in this before. Oh. Remember, the goal of this is, hopefully, we shift through all of the gears. Sorry, this is not going to be the best filming in the world. Took off at first just fine. Shifted into second. It might be okay. I think we're going to have to go for a bit more of a test drive once we don't have her. I don't want to risk getting stranded while I have her. Second. God, it shifts hard. Like, not hard, but like appropriate hard for having a shift kit. I'd feel better if we could feel third gear. We're only feeling 1, 2. I know. You okay? Yeah. I know you're sitting kind of low. Alright, let's... Second. Third! We got every gear. Oh, finally. I think we've made progress. I think we made progress, baby. I think it wants to work. Yay. This might be a driving truck now. Okay. Just in time for gas prices to be terrible, and I can't afford to drive it. All right, we got it. Oh, wrong hand. There you go. Perfect. Good enough. He's good enough for who it's for. Well, on that note, we're done for this video. That's all we needed to do. It runs and drives now. It's good. Time to sell it. Only mildly joking. At some point, Lucas is buying this back. That is kind of been the talk, and you guys will find out why. Probably in another month or so, give or take. We'll see. I still got some more things, obviously, I want to fix on it, and we only did just drive it around a block twice. Got it to feel shift through all 3 gears twice in that time. So, but that is a start. That was the big thing I wanted to accomplish this video, and realistically, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna take more than that. I didn't think I was just gonna swap that in and be done. That's why I started with that. I thought that was going to be the nightmare part of this. No, that was the easy part. I think the next nightmare part's going to actually be figuring out this heater. I also need a water temp gauge in this thing too. That would be nice. Because I tried to reuse the factory one with an aftermarket gauge and it does not work. But, you know, details. Alright, so I think the next thing we're going to work on is trying to get the rest of that air box out without taking the fender and stuff off. I just want the heater box out so I can put the delete plate in there. Which means it doesn't have to come out in one part, it just has to come out. So I think we're going to start trying to figure out where all the bolts are, see how many we can get to without being a complete nightmare. Luckily, somewhere around here, up here, he has basically a template and a jack on the floor that should show us where, you know, a vast majority of those bolts probably are. So yeah, just a matter of whether or not this is actually the right shape or not. There's also that, because I think it looks like it should go that way, maybe, but I'm having a hard time telling. We're gonna get this unwrapped and size up to the hole, because I think it's supposed to go this way and my hole's not shaped the way that is. So yeah, all right, I'll be back when I'm gonna set you up in a tripod or something to figure this out. Well, in usual Kurt's Odd Garage fashion, something's got to go wrong. Our poor old Velobon Videomate 2 that I bought for $4 like 5 years ago, it's finally broken and won't work anymore. One of the last days where I here filming, I bumped it with a car and it got knocked over. It didn't have the camera or anything on it, but it got cracked and the tube bent. So now I got it to go down, but I can't get it to go back up. So we've moved on to this Vivitar VPT 1200 stand that I've had laying in a box brand new now for Just about the same amount of time I've had that one. I think I bought this one at the same said sale. And I guess it's time to finally use it. This is brand new. Like, nothing wrong with it. I hope there's nothing wrong with it. I'm about to find out if there's anything wrong with it. I believe I have another one of this one down in the garage, or down in the basement too. And there's still another one up there, and I got like 2 or 3 more in the basement. Matter of fact, I believe there's another. Oh yeah, hey, look right here. This is an MTX. This is basically the same thing as that one that's over there. So I forgot I even had that one setting out. Yeah, there we go. Dang it. All right, let's get to work. Now we've mourned that one long enough. Some things have went astray. This does not work like I wanted it to. Mostly just because that's too big. I have ordered a smaller one. It has 3 holes instead of 4. And it's slightly smaller because of that. So it'll fit in that corner better. And the hoses will be routed better than what the ones on this one are. We're going to save this. I bet this will work in either like the Nova or the Impala. I bet I can make it work in here with little to no problem. So, and there. So yeah, so this is now turning into a bit of a back burner thing. I'm probably not going to worry about finishing any more of it till I have that other part. I do want to work on the water temp though, because currently I don't like the one that I have, and I don't believe the one that I have works very well. So we're going to see about stuffing a different one on it. Yeah. Because I have this right here, the wire is ran over into the harness. I'll probably just ditch the harness wire. Maybe. But then again, it drives. I don't even know if I want to do anymore right now. I took it out, took it for another little drive, just by myself without Sis, because Bub's home, so Sis set with Bub. And that's all good. I know what we'll do. I have had a radio on the shelf now for months for this thing. Let's work on putting a radio in it. That'll make me feel better. I don't know who at GM designed this. But whatever guy decided, let's put 13mm studs on the back of the radio to hold the back of it up, and then make the hole it's got to come out of narrower than the fucking studs. You can suck. We won't finish that. We won't finish that statement. Yeah, whoever decided on this. Yeah. I hope you step on Legos for the rest of your life. Just, yeah. Alright, so you guys missed a little bit because frankly, I hate trying to put these dang things together. It was one of the, made great in the 90s, like install kits for everything. It's there, it's mounted, it does seem to be positioned correctly. So the radio can now go in and sit very shittily in the dash. And as far as radio goes, we got something relatively simple. It is just a dual multimedia receiver. Multimedia receiver. It has no like CDs or anything like that. It can literally just connect via Bluetooth is the easiest. This is what I've got in the Nova and the Cadillac. It's what I'll probably end up putting. Oh, I'm putting it in here. I'll probably put just about the same thing into the Impala. It's just a nice, cheap, simple head unit. It gets the job done. It lets me listen to music when I want to. Lets me not listen to music when I don't want to. So that is all I really require of a radio. Just to explain a little bit more, part of the reason why I like these is the fact that they're so small. I mean, you can put this thing just about anywhere. It fits great. It's gonna look decent in the truck. So yeah, there we go. Sound comes out the speakers. Yay! Yay! And it shuts off. It's not necessarily a necessity for me like it is for a lot of people, but I do like having a radio in a car. Especially if it's something I'm just commuting back and forth to work. It makes the morning go by a lot better. So the next thing we need to tackle, though, is that don't work. And we need that to do the work things. That way I can charge my phone to and from. Alright, well, the one I bought doesn't match that one, and it's at a point now, by the time I get even up to the auto parts store 3 blocks away, they're going to be closed. So we're going to call it a night, clean this thing out, and hopefully just drive it to work tomorrow without any issues. That's kind of really the hope at this point, is we are now at the point that we can daily drive this thing and it not be a problem. And that's honestly where it needs to be, because I got some work I want to get done on the Nova, and in order for me to get the work done on the Nova, I need to have something else that I can put down for a little while, or so I can put it down for a little while and still drive back and forth to work. That's not a convertible. So not a convertible. Yeah. I could just like drive the wife's truck or something. It wouldn't be a big deal. But right now, gas is $4.99 to the gallon. This isn't cheap on gas either, so I don't know why that's even a thing to care about. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that point, because that point made I'm driving the Beat to work, rain or shine. It gets 35 mod of the gallon. This probably gets 10. Oh no, I want to drive it. That's all that matters. Gas prices be damned. All right. Time to get the garage cleaned up so I can get cars back in and get this back out and go from there. so we got that done and mounted. There's that plate. Fortunately, some of my paint didn't stick very well, but it is what it is. These just clear everything. Those are going to allow me to use... Where did I set it? I have lost it. God dang it. They're going to allow me to use this one. So we're going to mount right here on the oldie firewall. I like that. Probably upside down the other way around. Probably more like this. But you know, same. So we can then run hoses out of it. And yeah. Actually, I want to take that apart and see if I can flip that around. Flip that around the other way, because I would like it to be this direction, I do believe. Because then I can fit it a bit better. Maybe even just use that bolt to fit it all together. So, or, because I can't put it this way, because fans. I could even, if I wanted to, mount it down there. There we go. If I flip those around the other, I mean, I could just mount it down here like this. That would also be fine. That way, so the hoses, if I can flip that, mount it down here, and then right into those, and there we go. We're all good to go. All right, I'm going to take that apart and see if I can figure it out. This is not as fun to do without Seth here. Okay, so got some things figured out. One of them being that is now mounted. It's all hooked up. Seems to be sealed off to where air is going where it needs to go. It's not a ton of air going into the truck, but it's air going into the truck nonetheless. I'm getting the wiring figured out. I'm going to run the wires where Seth is going to hate, because I don't feel like fighting them through anywhere else currently. They're done to where I can run them through the firewall. Matter of fact, I may even just drill a hole down there and actually fish them through where he's not going to kill me for. That way, he's not getting all of the angry at me. But these two wires are the power and ground for the fan motors out there. This red wire does not seem to have any reasoning for it to be attached. The green wire needs hooked to here. Or maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe, you know what? I think I might have just figured it out. Hang on. Matter of fact, we will test this. Or no. These two wires need to go together with this one. Or no. These two go together. Then these two go together. And then the grounds for this control go together. And that makes it all work. This red wire seemingly has zero reason for being there. I don't understand why. According to the instructions, it has a reason, but I'll be damned if I can figure it out. So, because it works the same with or without it. So, we're just probably going to... I mean, I'll probably wire it in just because it says to, but it doesn't seem to have a reason for it. It works the same without it. So... yeah, that is the speed regulator for the fan. So yeah, it may work in reverse better, so it may be set on cold for heat and work better than it does with it being set on heat for heat. We'll cross that bridge. I don't really care as long as it works. So eventually, I would like to change this out to a bigger one. Because those fans, while they seem to move a lot of air through there, the moment they've got to feed through this whole thing, they lose a lot of their oomph. So, if I thought I could get away with cutting these shorter so I didn't do all this craziness, I would. But I don't think I can. You know, I got enough extras. I bet I could just cut one up and find out. Hang on. Alright, so I'm going to try that setup, see how those tubes work. Those two should flow better than that one does. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to see if I can find another piece of that to replace that third one. Maybe just see if I can't order more of it off of Amazon. That came with one of the other boxes. And I remembered I took the antenna out. I had to cut that wire. So the grommet down there for, the antenna had nothing going through it. What better use than running those wires through there? So Seth won't be mad that I ran them through the door. There you go. And I may or may not have started routing it that way just to annoy him when it came time for editing while he's watching that. Because I know how much he hates stuff getting run through the door like that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it just to irritate Seth. And he'll believe that, too. That's the best part. All right, now, matter of fact, I think I got to get ready to call it quits for the night. And I got about another 15 minutes to get this finished up if I want to get it done. I got to figure out how I'm getting the wires from down there onto the floor, up behind the dash, and up to there. Because all of that is enclosed, weirdly enough. So, yeah, next task. Go. All right, so for simplicity's sake, I got the engine fan disconnected. Just so I can show you guys how this thing wants to work now. Turn key on. Oh yeah. So, I forgot how it works. Right now, with that switch, this is turned all the way off. This is off. So it is completely dead. If I turn this on right now, nothing happens. So I just leave it set right there at low. And I turn it on. I can adjust the knob. You can hear the fan. And doing that seems to shut the air off. Doing this, you can hear it coming up through some of the vents. I think that right there, just going back to off will just shut it off with the way I got it wired, which I think is great. I think this needs vacuum hooked to it yet to make it work completely right. I don't think it's 100% at the moment. So, because I do seem to feel, if I go through all that effort, I have air down here on the floor, but I don't have a ton up here. So, I think it's like stuck on bi-level maybe. But I found the vacuum line under the hood. We're going to get it plumbed into the engine. And we just got to, from there, see, I remember taking the keys out. Brat. Tomorrow, we just got to run lines from there to down there. To down there. And we should, in fact, have heat, which would be cool. Just in time to not need it, but hey, we have it. That's the key. And then the vacuum line is in here. I'm probably just going to tee it in here with the vacuum modulator and call it good. So that is all tomorrow because we are getting ready to go inside, right? Yeah. We're getting ready to go inside and get ready because the wife wants to go to Denny's, so we are meeting Seth and Raylyn to get dinner tonight. So, you ready? You ready for that? You ready to go see Raylyn? Hey, talking to you. You ready to go see Raylyn? Yeah? All right. Let's go. Well, someone has finally showed up now that I am done with the S10.
Hey, I was only supposed to come here for Nova things, so
yeah,
I didn't know S10 things were still happening. I thought we were done with that.
Well, yeah. He came here to do another video today, and I'm still working on this one. So, you guys have not missed much. I finished up. I ran the cooler on, and I put a water temp in for right now. That's probably not permanent, but it'll work. he wants to go for a ride in the S10, so we're gonna go do that. As soon as I clear some things out of here, because it is a mess. Shocker, I have something and it's full of crap. So, as soon as he gets his happy ass back over here. Yes, and I know he's going to be the one editing it to hear me say that. And I'm perfectly okay with that. He's slow. Just like his car.
This is a speaker?
No, it's a battery charger that Lucas gave me. Would you like to take the camera, sir?
Yeah, I want to roll down my window. It's a nice day out for once in a while.
It is a nice day out. Okay. You ready to experience the things that are the S10?
The things that are the shifting?
Yeah. The things that are the S10 actually driving like an actual vehicle.
Funny how it's something, you know what irks me about it being the governor? I had a 2H350 that only had first gear, and I just laughed and then scrapped it.
No, it was probably something that
Yeah.
simple.
Well, it definitely shifted right away.
That shifted all three.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it shifted in the third right as I let off.
I felt the
Dude,
hard
it is so smooth when you're not like romping on it.
Now we just need to get a tail shaft to fix that leak.
Yep. That's why I got that. I had told Austin to give me that other TH350. It's got a good tail shaft.
He's got stuff loaded on the trailer for you, including the 5.3 for the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we want to discuss.
Another video about that. Yeah.
Well, hey, here we go.
I know. It's almost like it's an operating vehicle that does vehicle things.
You only had to put like 3 times what you bought the transmission for into it to get it to work right.
If we would have took the time and went through it beforehand,
Yeah, it would have been fun.
we wouldn't have had to do a vast majority of what we did.
The governor still would have been an issue because that spring would have been broken and we wouldn't have known about it. Even if we tore it apart and fixed the valve without tearing it apart.
Yeah.
Whee!
That doesn't feel fast, but that was probably 60.
We don't know.
Well, we don't know, but I also know it doesn't shift into third gear until 50.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm ready for these to come off again.
That is... I didn't like that. Well, let's put the 14s on it. It'll look good.
That's the plan. I'm going to get tires for those 14s, paint them, and put them on here.
They probably would look really good on it.
I think they will. So, all right. I think we're done with it.
Well,
Until cosmetics.
yeah. Well, is it up to you?
Nope. So the gauge isn't working after I went through all that hassle. That's good. Glad. Perfect. Grand.
I got another one if you want to try.
No, I know it works. It means it's something in the wiring.
Oh.
I tested it and it was working. And now it does not do the working. So it's something in the wiring.
No, you ran it, didn't you?
Yeah. They should have at least come off of the thing by now.
Maybe not. It's a bit chilly today. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
We'll see.
All right.
I made a cameo in this one.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for finally showing up. It was great of you. You know?
Camaro did Camaro things.
Camaro always does Camaro things. That's nothing new. Let's see. The recap for the video, so you know what happened, because you weren't here. We changed the governor. Got the transmission shifting right. I butchered together the stuff to put heat into the truck. Mounted that heater core. Put lines on for the heater core. Verified that some form of heat does come out of some vents. That's why I still need to hook the vacuum line up for that, because even though it's electrically controlled, it electrically controls the vacuum.
That's weird.
I think it just changes what port it opens. So the vacuum pulls changes the blend door.
Lawnmower.
So I still got to hook that up. That's like a 30-second thing. I'll do that off camera. Whatever.
Yeah.
Put a water temp gauge in it doesn't work. It worked during testing, does not work now. Whatever. After the truck ran for a half hour, the gauge only showed like 160 degrees. So I'm no longer worried about it overheating. At this point, I would say it is a functioning, running, and driving truck that I can drive back and forth to work. Don't I really have to worry about anything?
Small things like the tail shaft leak, the vacuum line, like you said, getting the speedometer to work.
Yeah, I would like the speedo. I think honestly, what's going to solve that is we're going to make an aftermarket. We're going to put aftermarket gauges in it.
This is going to be very loud in the background now.
Yeah. He's mowing right here.
Yeah.
First.
So on that note, thanks for watching.
Maybe we can get away with this. But I want to put aftermarket gauges in it yet. I want to paint match the hood. I've got a set of 14s. Yes, 14s. I want to clean up, repaint, put new tires on, put those on it. Did I say fix the tail shaft leak?
Yeah, we said that.
Realistically, that's it. The rest of the truck's good. Runs good, drives good, shifts good, stops good. Well, the back brakes should be hooked back up. I haven't done that yet.
You don't have the rear brakes hooked up?
No! Better burnouts!
That is news to me.
Yeah, I had that back brakes since we did the swap because I accidentally cut the line. So, better burnouts. Works great. Yeah, truck still stops fine. Whatever.
Homemade line lock.
Yeah! Works great. Like it. So yeah, I mean, we'll spend a day doing a video on cosmetics, but that'll be paint the hood, swap the wheels and tires, and probably paint the wheels and tires.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the hood color match too. I really would like to see the factory hood back on it, but I know that's probably not going to happen.
That's not going to happen because I have to cut it.
Well, unless you swap intakes to a lower intake.
Yeah, if I swapped intakes to a lower intake, we could put it back on, but I kind of like the cow induction hoods.
It looks cool, but it takes away the sleeper vibe, which is what...
Yeah, you're right, because the 3-inch exhaust definitely doesn't take away from that.
Well, that's neither here nor... First of all, you can put a really loud exhaust on a crappy V6, and people do that all the time.
Touche.
But the friggin' fact that it's got the cowl hood when you look at it, I mean, that's like one of those things you park it, you don't turn it on. Yeah. While it's parked, people walk up and are like, I'll race you, that's a frickin' try, that's no big deal. And then you pull up, and then you're like, all right, and start it up. And they're like, wait, no. That's what I want to see. But with the cowl hood, it's like, there's something under there.
Yeah. And if we talk long term and I actually keep the thing for like a good long time, I would like to swap the rear gears to like a 373.
Yeah.
So it's still good and streetable, but like right now it's got like a 270 something highway gear in it because, S10.
I mean, if we ever go balls to the wall on the Firebird, we can just take the rear gear out of that, put it in there, and then put 410s in the Firebird.
Right. Yeah. On that note, though, I think we're done.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, comment.
Well, the order. It's supposed to be like, share, subscribe like everyone else does.
I don't care what everyone else does.
Comment. It's good for the algorithm.